Now, car manufacturers are not only getting involved in the home appliance industry, but also the insurance industry. Starting at 2,990 yuan, you can buy a policy that guarantees a replacement vehicle from the manufacturer if the damage exceeds 30%. I think only Buick GL8 dares to make such a solemn promise. Men can't ignore a BMW 3 Series, and dads can't ignore a Buick GL8. You probably wouldn't disagree that the GL8 is the grandfather of the Chinese MPV market. Of course, some netizens might say the GL8 is past its prime, that its gasoline version can't compete with the Toyota Sienna, and its hybrid version can't compete with the Denza D9. But actually, if you combine gasoline and hybrid models, the Buick GL8 is still the #1 selling MPV in China, with the highest residual value and the largest number of vehicles on the road. So today, a video will take you through the 2026 Buick GL8 and see how the evergreen GL8 faces its ever-changing challengers. Having traveled extensively for automotive media over the years, the Buick GL8 is the only model that can seamlessly handle all media airport pickup duties without any discriminatory comparisons or competition. This speaks volumes about the Buick GL8's prestige as a benchmark MPV. The 2026 model introduces a new golden gray version for both the Land Cruiser and Land Cruiser versions. The new paint color looks more premium and prestigious. Of course, some users might ask, what's the difference between the Land Cruiser and Land Cruiser? Firstly, the overall dimensions of the vehicle remain highly consistent. However, comparing the dimensions of some comparable domestic MPVs, the GL8 isn't particularly advantageous in terms of overall size, and its width is less than 1.9 meters. Therefore, engineers suggest that it offers better parking convenience in urban environments. Next, let's take a look at the interior space. Then, let's discuss the positioning differences between the Land Cruiser and the Land Cruiser. One is higher, the other lower. This is easily noticeable in the exterior. As you can see, the Land Cruiser's front end is simpler. It doesn't use split headlights, but a single, integrated headlight. The continuous daytime running lights are also absent. The chrome grille is similar. Moving to the side, the Land Cruiser features the Avenir badge on the front fender, which is standard across the range. The Land Cruiser has mechanical door handles, while the Land Cruiser has hidden door handles. Both the Land Cruiser and the Land Cruiser come standard with 18-inch wheels. The Land Cruiser also has a chrome lower waistline, giving it a more premium look. Now, let's look at the front seats. The GL8 is often associated with its central tunnel, a feature retained in this version. This is a typical hallmark of many older American cars, making it easier to get in and out of the vehicle when parking in narrow spaces. As an American-style vehicle, does this central tunnel serve other purposes? Experienced drivers are welcome to share in the comments. The luxury version, however, omits this tunnel and replaces it with a traditional T-shaped center console. Which version and design do you prefer? Let's discuss in the comments. Furthermore, the GL8 features a dual 12-inch screen on the center console, while the luxury version boasts a single 30-inch 6K screen. Their entertainment applications are similar. It basically provides enough for you, but the Land Cruiser offers a better sense of luxury and uses the 8155 chip. Regarding interior materials and trim, the Land Cruiser features a suede headliner, while the Land Cruiser has a simple fabric headliner. Looking at the rear seats, the Land Cruiser has a welcome light carpet when the rear doors are opened, while the Land Cruiser is more comfortable. The steps to the rear are also lower, and there are door handles for support. The rear features include a 15.6-inch TV, matching the Land Cruiser. However, the Land Cruiser's 4 seats have ventilation and heating, and the Land Cruiser adds massage functions and leg rests. Small tables are also included on the Land Cruiser. There are also some power outlets here for your convenience in getting power for work. The Luzuan offers a refrigerator, TV, and a large sofa in the back, but unfortunately, that's not available on the road. Let's take a look at the third row. Adjusting the seats, you can see that the aisle from the second row to the third row is quite wide. The legroom in the third row is also good. Your feet can easily reach under the second row seats. There's also about 2 fist widths of headroom. So, the overall sense of openness in the rear is quite sufficient. The rear also has cup holders and USB ports. The difference is that the Luzuan's third row has an electric reclining function that can recline up to 180 degrees, making it usable as a bed, providing even more space. For those who are new to the road and want to fold down the third row, be sure to adjust the second row seats beforehand using the buttons on the trunk. Otherwise, you'll have to fumble around. Unlike the Land Cruiser version, which has power buttons for the second row seats in the trunk, the Land Cruiser version offers power tailgate access, making it more convenient for SUVs. This should be standard on most SUVs. Folding down the third row creates a relatively flat space. With both sides folded down, there's a maximum expanded volume of 1650L, which is enough for long items. The standard trunk volume is 521L, so it's perfectly fine to put things like my daughter's stroller or a business person's golf bag in there. With everything folded down, you can fit bicycles or mountain bikes. Road bikes are perfectly fine, so let's take a look at some of the power parameters of this Buick Avant on the road. First, the road bike gives you 24.4 kilowatt hours, while the Avant gives you 34.8 kilowatt hours. These batteries provide you with 148 kilometers and 202 kilometers of pure electric range respectively. Actually, this range seems a bit lacking by today's standards. Ideally, road bike buyers should have a home charger, while the Avant version is better because its battery supports 5C fast charging, allowing you to charge from 30% to 80% in just 15 minutes. This is more efficient for business use. Fortunately, Buick's plug-in hybrid system achieves very high engine efficiency, as it provides a 132 kilowatts 1.5T engine paired with a 2-speed transmission. Both the Land Cruiser and the Land Cruiser achieve fuel consumption in the 60s, which is excellent fuel economy compared to other models in their class. They're perfectly fine for everyday use as a gasoline car. Regarding the chassis, neither the Land Cruiser nor the Land Cruiser offers features like air suspension or CDC, continuous damping control, that many domestic brands now offer. However, what GL8 buyers value isn't its features, but rather its prestigious land-based business class reputation. The GL8 has been in the Chinese market for 27 years, and that's its strength. You can visit a dealership for a test drive and compare the Land Cruiser and the Land Cruiser with other models. The GL8's first-order steady-state control is truly outstanding, a testament to the expertise of an MPV specialist honed over many years.